You're in luck, because today my pen spinning mod broke. So I decided to make a video about how you can make a mod like this one. But not only that, I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can get yourself a pen spinning mod. Make sure to watch this video until the end, and I guarantee that I will show you a way that you can make yourself a pen spinning mod today. Let's start. The first way that you can get yourself a pen spinning mod is to actually order it online. So you just go to AliExpress, you type in pen spinning mods, and you will find this one or similar ones like this one. So all you gotta do is type in your credit card and buy yourself one of these pen spinning mods. It's pretty cheap, it only costs $1. They are not bad at all, they do the job. So this one in particular, I will put a link down below on where I purchased it. It's on AliExpress, but just so you know which store. And it consists of these three parts. It's the middle part, which is a hollow plastic, and the two cups. The cups come with one metal ring. They're made of rubber. It's a nice kind of rubber to hold. And they have this metal ball at the end. And this is really bad, and I will explain why. So why is this metal part here really bad on all mods? Because you are usually spinning the pen near your devices. And if this metal part hits the screen, when the pen flies off, you're gonna have a bad time. So what I recommend you to do with this particular mod is push this ball inside. And the other one. The pen will still be perfectly balanced, as all things should be. But when you hit your device, you're not going to break the screen. In my opinion, all pen spinning mods should not have a heavy metal or sharp or pointy part at the ends, because you can hurt yourself. If, for example, like I had a mod Buster CYL with a pointy tip here, and whenever it lands like this on my hand, it actually hurts. And if it touches the screen of your computer, it's going to break it. If it touches the screen of your phone, it's going to break it. So it's really not recommended to have anything metal at the end of your pen spinning mods. So just bear that in mind. If you buy the tips from a certain pen that are metal, you can turn them upside down and make like a Menova mod. I will put pictures here so you can see what I mean. So let's go to method number 2. Okay, so for the method number 2, I'm going to show you how to make exactly this mod. This is my mod that just broke. So I'm going to be remaking it. So how I made my mod. I went to a local Chinese store and I bought these sketch markers. You can see how they look like. It doesn't really matter, just buy some markers and you don't have to buy really this much. I know there was a discount. So I will need 2 of these markers to make this mod. And you can do this with any markers. It doesn't have to be this brand, it can be any brand. You just need to be a bit creative, which I'm going to show you. So keep watching. Okay, so now, first thing that we need to do is get rid of the cups. We are going to be using the cups later. Now you need to remove these tips because we don't need them. We are basically disassembling the markers, and you usually need 2 of those in order to make a pen spinning mod. So just buy any 2 markers, make sure they are the same, disassemble them, and then you are going to think a little on how you can combine them and make yourself a pen spinning mod. So now this part is hollow. We are going to do that again with the other one. Okay, so now we have those 2 markers disassembled totally. I just removed the things that we are not going to need in order to make the pen spinning mod, which are the writing tips and the inside cartridge that holds the paint. So how we are going to combine them and make them into this longer mod? As you can see, these are the same, they lost the color from all the spinning. So I actually need to cut them, make them shorter. This is the length that I'm going to measure it to see how much it's the length, and then I'm going to show you also how much it weighs at the end when we complete it. So the first step that I will do now is make sure to get the length that I want, and I know that the length for my mod is exactly if I cut them here, but of course use a measure so you can see. This mod when completed will be 27 centimeters long. So now I know how much I need to cut in order to have that length that I prefer. Okay, so I'm going to get to the cutting. I'm not going to show that on camera. You can cut with a blade like this. If you're too young and don't know how to use this, please ask your parents to cut this for you. It's not that hard. Don't use tools that you're not supposed to use, please. Okay, so this is what I cut off. It's not straight, but we are going to deal with that soon. So I'm going to cut the other one as well. Okay, so now we have them cut. They're pretty much the same length. And now I'm going to use the sandpaper to sand this a little bit down so it's straight and it's kind of clean. Now it looks like this, so I need to clean this a little. Okay, so now I had them sanded down. They're a bit more smooth and pretty much the same length. So now what we need to do is find a way to combine them. And this is how I'm going to do it. Remember these pieces that we pulled off when we were disassembling the markers? I'm actually going to use these pieces to combine them now. So I'm going to cut right here and throw that part away and only use this bottom part. So let me cut them. That was pretty easy to cut. So I need to make sure that this is straight now because the two pieces are going to connect there. These two pieces are going to be connecting like that. So I need to make sure that this connection is flat. Okay, so now we have these two parts and these two sides of the pen spinning mod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these ones back in here. And in the next step it will make sense of why I'm doing that. So this is a bit hard sometimes. This is how it looks like when you push it down. And now the other one. Okay, so now the other one is also done. And now we need a way to combine them here. Yes, you can use duct tape, but I do not recommend it. I will show you a proper way to connect them. So you're going to get one of these and you're actually going to stick them in. But first you need to break them right here. And then this part is going to go in like that. And that part is going to go in here. And you will have yourself a nice pen spinning mod. So break this. Now you need to push half of it into one half of the pen spinning mod. This is how it looks like now. So now all you gotta do is push this part into this half. And this is what we get. So the connection is now solid. It doesn't wobble, but you just need to kind of twist it a little if it's not straight, and you can check if it's straight or not by rolling it. This one is not actually bad, but I just need to twist it a little. Let's try now. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this now. It also lines up here. Okay, so now what we need are the cups in order to make this heavy at the ends so that it's a nice pen spinning mod. I will also bring the weight to show you how much it weighs now and how much it needs to weigh at the end. Let's see how much it weighs now. It's 8 grams and that's way too low. So we are looking for 22 grams. So the way that we are going to make the cups is with the actual cups that we removed from the marker. You can do this and be done, but it's now still too light. So you need to add something in the cups to make them a bit heavier. These are the same cups, by the way. So what I did, I actually put a screw that's 2 grams heavy and screw it inside the cup. So I'm actually disassembling the cup so you can see what's going on. So these are from the Airfit Zebra, I believe. Any pen that has a rubbery grip can work. So you maybe have some pens lying around the house that have a rubbery grip. Just disassemble the pen, cut them, and you can use them to put them on the cups to make the cups heavy. Or you can use the rubber bands, like the rubber bands, and you put a couple of rubber bands and you make it a bit heavy. But the easiest way is actually to take the cup and just put a screw in it, like I did here. You can actually see the screw inside. There's really no need for me to remake these cups. Again, this is a metal part at the end, so make sure to not have a metal part at the end. And this is how I did hide the metal part. I had like some old pen spinning mod that I also ordered from AliExpress, so I just took this part. And now I will put that part on this cap. It's an accident that it fits perfectly, but it does. So I just put it here. And now I also put this rubber to hold it securely in place even more. I will put this one also back where it was. So you will do the same with the other one. You can add this color. This is also taken from pencil, the regular kind pencil that has a rubbery grip. So you just cut them and try to fit them on. If they don't work, like try to find another pen or something that's colored inside the house and just use that. I will transfer these rubbery things to the new mod that I made, so I can have that effect when I'm spinning. See, this one is 1 piece and this one was 3 pieces. That's just how I had them lying around. Okay, so now the last part that's left to do is just put the caps on. This is an absolutely same cap like this one. It just has some weight to it. Okay, so that's it. We have a pen spinning mod. Let's see how much it weighs. The same as the one before, of course. So this was the old one, the one that I broke. So to prove it to you that I actually do connect them like that, you can see that I have a wooden core inside it. Okay, so this is how I make my version of a pen spinning mod. Let's make another one, a little bit different than this one. So again, you go to your local store, you buy some markers. These are different than these ones. So you just buy 2 of the same markers. So we are going to repeat the procedure, but there's definitely no way that we are going to combine these 2 using the wooden pen, because they're almost the same size. This is very thin compared to the one that we just made. So let's see what happens. Let's see how I can connect them. Step 1, remove the caps. Step 2, remove the writing parts. Step 3, open them up. Nice. That's one down. Let's do it with the other one. Maybe this one won't break. Let's actually try not to break it. I might need it. Okay, so this one survived. That's good. So let's check the length of it. I think it's a good length. Maybe these caps will also work. Yeah. So the caps from the bigger ones actually work on the smaller ones, which is cool. So how do we connect this? I'm actually going to cut them also and make it a little bit shorter, because it's very thin. I don't think long and thin will actually be good for spinning. Okay, so I cut this one. Now comes the sanding. Okay, so now I'll sand them down, and I'm going to actually connect them using this piece that popped out from them. And I'm just going to put this part in, and hopefully it will connect. And it did. There's just a little bit of space here. And we are going to fill that space in with a tape. So we just need a little piece of tape. We are going to put that tape here to make it a little bit thicker. And now when I put this other part here, it makes a better connection. Yeah, so it's not coming off. It's not as good as a connection when I do this as when you connect it with the wooden pen inside. Like, this is sturdy, this is not going anywhere. It feels like one piece, and this, there's some motion in here, but I bet it will work. So let me put these caps so I can see how it will perform with them. Okay. So it's not bad, it's weird because it's thin. I'm not really used to spinning the thin mods, it feels weird. But it's fine, it works fine. But let's complete it with its own parts, not the ones that I borrowed from another pen spinning mod. So these are the caps from these markers. So we are going to use logic, we need to make them heavier. So what's the easiest thing to do to make them heavier? Put some screws in them. Okay, so let's see if it works. It does, but it feels very weird. So I would add more weight on these caps. And the simplest way that I can do it right now, without looking for more parts or disassembling these ones, is just, I will put some tape here. Okay, so while I was putting the tape on the caps, I figured out that the pieces that I cut during making of the second mod, I can use to hide the metal part on this mode. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's put it on. Yeah, it feels good. Sometimes if this connection is too weak, it shifts like this. I don't really like that. You can also put a piece of tape on there, so you just make it more sturdy. Like this. That will make it more sturdy or not come apart if you didn't make the connection well the first time. So now let's make the other cap. I will also use the part that I cut off to block the metal part. Okay, so let's put this one. Okay, so this should be balanced, let's see. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And it actually feels good to spin. Okay, so this is the end result. Thank you so much if you watched this video until the end. I really hope that you learned something and that you can now make your own pen spinning modes, or at least order or know where to order from. I'm about to hit 5,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. And I was thinking of doing a giveaway for that milestone. I would probably give away pen spinning modes, like 10 of them. So let me know in the comments if you would like us to have a giveaway. Thank you.